Greetings my dears in love and light. I'm Nikki Sutton and this is 10 ways to make 2018 your year. Now those who are not on a spiritual path may not realise this stuff, but 2018 is quite a special year energetically, because in numerology 2018 adds up to the number 11, which makes it a synchronous year, a gateway year, a special year, perhaps of great change. I think there'll be special changes for many of us in terms of growth and progression and moving into 5D, taking those ascension steps. And these are 10 ways to sort of help you to do that as well. So number 1 on ways to make 2018 your year is to let go of control. You may find that you're trying to control things in your life. You're trying to make sure everything goes a certain way. You're planning and worrying perhaps if things don't go right. You're worrying in case they will go wrong. If you're doing things with others or they come along and they're with you, perhaps you worry that you're going to lose control and you want to take care of everything yourself. I say, delegate to others, let them help you. Also, release that control and let creation handle it, because we can't always control the outcomes of certain things. You may have organised an event or something like that, and you'll be worrying that it's going to go well and that everyone will turn up, something like that. But the key is to let go of that, let go of the control of the outcome, let go of the control of making sure everything's perfect, because in that way you're not manifesting the best, because you're coming from a place of, oh, everything might go wrong, it's not going to run smoothly potentially, I need to make sure it does. Instead, release that control. No more control over every little bit, and just put it in the hands of creation. Have faith in creation, and that's when you'll manifest all the best. Plus, you'll be letting go of a lot of negative energy within you, that worry and fear that things aren't going to go right. Just have trust for creation and see that things will run much more smoothly. Okay, so number 2 on how to make 2018 your year is to let go of resistance. Now, control is one thing, trying to make sure everything happens the way we want it. But resistance is when we have negative emotions about what is, because we're resisting what is. All negative emotion is resistance, because we're resisting something. It may have been something that went on in the past. We may be worrying about something in the future that's resisting that thing in the future. We might have resistance for whatever's coming up this year, or worrying about something. Or we might have resistance to do with our work. Feeling like there's aspects of it that we can't control, as in point number 1, and feeling annoyed about it, feeling angry about what someone's saying. This is all resistance. We're resisting what that person is saying. We're putting up that no to it. No, you can't say that. So instead, it's acceptance again. Accept, okay, they're saying that. Okay, that's going on. Now, what can I do about it? How can I feel instead? How about I let it wash over me and I just take constructive action without being controlling of the situation, without resisting what's going on? The point I'm getting at here is to let reality, let life just flow like a river, instead of trying to pin it down with control and resisting what you don't like. Let it flow like a river, and then intuitively and constructively and even logically take actions to do whatever you want to improve your situation, to make yourself happier and others around you happier. But again, those negative emotions, when they start to manifest, think, what am I resisting? What don't I like? Okay, I'm going to let that go. And how do I take positive action to make it better? So letting go of point number 1, control, pinning everything down, got to be the way I need it to be. And 2, resistance. No, I don't like that. It's making me feel annoyed, negative. Okay, letting go of those. Right, number 3 on 10 ways to make 2018 your year, and I'll speed up a bit now, is don't aim too high. Because if you aim too high for yourself, you're giving yourself unrealistic expectations to meet. And then you just feel crappy when you don't meet them. Plus, it's kind of like resistance manifesting again. I'm going to feel crappy if I don't achieve this. I'm just going to feel crappy the whole time. Or I'm putting too much pressure on myself. The pressure is the resisting of not achieving it. It's the trying to get it done too hard. You're causing negative energy for yourself. So if you give yourself realistic... Sorry, I've got a new microphone. I'm just making sure it's still on right. So give yourself realistic aims that you're likely to achieve. And then you can enjoy getting there, enjoy achieving them, enjoy the journey, and feel happy when you do. So you're not feeling pressured and hard on yourself, thinking it's futile when you don't achieve them. Let's go for the positive energy. Let's go for the positive feelings here. This is what we want in 2018. We're doing our spiritual work. We want to go for a happy lifetime. I'm not saying paint a smile on your face. I'm saying take steps to change your way of thinking to create more happiness, because happiness is a way of thinking. Okay, number 4 on how to make 2018 your year is self-acceptance. To work on accepting yourself. So I'm working on accepting myself even more in certain ways because, I've collected ideas about myself over the years that are maybe negative. For example, I've got to put loads of makeup on and look pretty all the time to be accepted. I'm working on that, wearing less and less makeup as I go along. If you want to wear makeup, fair enough, but it's just what I want to do, is just try and work on accepting how I look. But self-acceptance in lots of ways. If you suffer from unworthiness, because you've picked up along the way, you're not worthy of love, you're not worthy of care, you're not worthy of validation, you're not worthy of help, then recognise when you're feeling that way. And you need to work on self-love and self-acceptance. But self-acceptance is useful to have when you're trying to build self-love. Because in many ways we don't accept ourselves and we're always feeling like we're not good enough. And that's why we're always rushing around all the time to achieve this and achieve that. When, you know what, we are wonderful infinite beings without worrying about all this stuff we've got to do and achieve. Always working towards the next thing to make ourselves more worthy. You are worthy. So please consider, by shining the light of consciousness on it, by being the watcher, that's step number 1. That's a big key point on a spiritual path, is that turning the light of consciousness on these things. Because most people go through their lives completely blind to it all. And what we now do is shine the light of consciousness on it. Oh, maybe I don't accept myself too much. Now I'm going to work on it. And that's the biggest step. Because then that gives the subconscious the command, I need to start working on accepting myself. Your wish is my command. Let's make it so. So think about that. Number 5 on ways to make 2018 your year is recall your journey so far, your spiritual path. How far have you come? What was I like 3 years ago? Not so progressed. What was I like 6 years ago? Okay, I was a quivering wreck. Okay, I've come quite a long way. Yay! So just think how far you've come and how different you are, and that's good for motivation. Okay. So number 6 on how to make 2018 your year is to listen to your subconscious and your intuition. I hope I've got the numbering right. I'm really terrible with numbers. I'm really quite numbers dyslexic actually, and I just struggle with sequences of numbers. I can pretty much count, so that's good. Right, listen to your subconscious. Now, our subconscious is the big mind. Our conscious mind does everyday tasks. It does one thing at a time. It processes reality. And the subconscious holds all the memories and emotions and stuff. Now, when you're having an emotion, that's your subconscious. Well, if it's a negative emotion, putting up resistance. But it's your subconscious saying something. But, this year, if you listen to your subconscious, then one, you can heal the negative emotions that are coming up and feel a bit better and do more inner work. So listen to those negative emotions. What's it saying? And two, listen to your intuition, because your intuition comes from your subconscious. It's that gut feeling of the way forward. It's that gut feeling of what shall I do? And then the logical mind, the conscious mind, comes in and says, well, 1 + 2 + 3 + 4, I don't know the answer to that, means I should do this, I should do that. But no, let's listen to the subconscious as well. Let's listen to the intuition. What's that gut feeling? My logical conscious mind says I should do this. My intuition, my gut feeling from the subconscious says I should do that. But oftentimes we always go with the logical decision, but we need to pay more attention to the subconscious and what it wants, because the subconscious knows everything really. And this is the nature of the sessions that I provide online and going into the subconscious, because the subconscious holds everything about us. It's our core programming that may have been programmed wrongly, or it knows what our conscious mind doesn't know. It knows things that our soul knows, and it's in there just consciously. We can't always access it. So listen to the subconscious, listen to those gut feelings, listen to those ideas that pop into your head. They're coming from the subconscious. It may have been put there by a spirit guide or something, but it's coming from the subconscious. Okay, so number 7, ways to make 2018 your year, is to let go of what no longer serves you. I'm going to scoot through now. So identify those things that feel like they're dragging us back. Unhelpful projects we're doing, really negative and unhelpful relationships, things we're spending our time on that we just think we should do, or we're used to doing it, or it's part of the routine. Do we really need to do that? Can we shed the extra stuff just because we're used to doing it, or we've always done it, or we've been brainwashed to think we have to do it? Really, maybe let them go. Consider that, and you'll have a freer year. I'm a poet and I didn't know it. So number 8 on 10 ways to make 2018 your year is to recall the best bits of last year and let go of the rest. So that's a nice one. You can sit down and just maybe relax a little bit or go into a meditative state and think back and let it pop into your head. That's the subconscious doing that. Pop into your head all the good bits of 2017 and think, wow, I did well, oh, I achieved a lot, or look how much my business has grown, or look how many new friends I've made when I was lonely before, or how my relationship has come along, or a vacation I took, how fun was that, and how much the kids have grown, and to think, wow, we've come a long way in the last year. Now all the bits that we didn't like, chuck it away. We've been through that, we've learned our lessons. Okay, we're going to move forward with the good stuff into 2018 and do it in a positive vibration. So number 9 on how to make 2018 your year is to practice the following little meditation for me, and I'll give you how. So next time you're meditating and you begin meditating, just visualize in your mind sitting by a really calm lake or pond. I like lake because often ponds are kind of dark and have gunge in them, but a lake, really pretty. Okay, so visualize yourself sitting by a lake. It's crystal calm, blue or grey or whatever, and you're nice and warm. And I want you to visualize the lake and feel the lake and become the lake, because it's a very calm lake. Now this lake is special because if you throw a stone in this lake, it makes no ripples. Now in terms of you, the stones are things in your life that will cause you ripples, things in your life that will trigger you. But this lake doesn't get triggered. When you throw a stone in it, there are no ripples. These stones are negative things that happen, by the way. So you visualize and you meditate and you see the lake and you imagine, you feel like, I am that lake. I am that calm lake. I am that calm lake. And just focus on it for as long as you like. And just have it there in your mind and be there. And you can make that a safe, happy place in your mind as well. Okay, so last one, number 10 on 10 ways to make 2018 your year is to look for the truth within. Okay, so as I said about your intuition, your subconscious, you know when things are intuitively right, don't you? You get that gut feeling. So if you hear information or someone tells you something happens, and you're supposed to adopt beliefs or do a certain thing or think a certain way, look for the truth within this year. Because you should follow your own truths, and it's all about letting go of unhelpful beliefs and unhelpful perceptions. You choose what you want to believe. You perceive things how you want to perceive them, not how it's been given to you or it's continuing to be given to you, for example in the media or even alternative media. Look for the truth within. Unplug from the external stimuli. What's in there right now? What's your truth? Okay, so I know I'm a little bit late with this 2018 message. We're a couple of weeks in, but hey, it's still the beginning of the year. And I wish you a wonderful 2018. It's a special year. And you're a special person. We all are. We're all magnificent, infinite consciousness. I hope these messages can go some way to helping your 2018 be fantastic. So leave some comments to support each other moving forward as well, because I like to think the comment section is for people to support each other on their spiritual awakening, because people are always telling me they feel lonely during spiritual awakening. But this is the place to be, isn't it? On YouTube and other channels like mine. Okay. Support this Spiritual Awakening YouTube channel on Patreon and receive weekly bonus videos. You can also choose to receive spiritual guidance via email or spiritual sessions. So don't forget to click subscribe if you're not already a subscriber to receive regular spiritual inspiration on your journey through life. Like and share also, because we're raising the mass vibration together. So go now in love and peace.